YouTube, Lytbringr here, and I am just getting back from the Saturday event of the Austin Wizard World comic book convention, and I have come back with a lot of cool things. This time I don't have hats or specific groups I need to show off because I'm that cool a guy. Instead, I don't even have cards. If you see something here you really like, you can either Google it or let me know and I will try to remember, because I have cards for everybody, but a lot of them didn't really explain who sold what. It would be a booth with 4 or 5 different groups all at one booth this year. Like, there were a lot fewer booths, I remember, but oh well. It was me, my parents, my wife, and my brother and his new wife, so we had lots of fun. First off, on my list of cool things, a Joy-Con controller for the Nintendo Switch. It is 2 different pieces for... I don't think I can get it off now. Oh no! It is 2 separate pieces. There's just this, and then when you bought this, you got a faceplate. I picked the Stamina medallion from Breath of the Wild. These were all Zelda-based. There was a Hylian shield. There was a heart container. My wife beat me to the heart container. And there was one for Navi. There was one for just the Triforce. The Triforce symbol is on the back of each of these. I don't know how I would put it in so I could just play it like that, but you just pop it right on. There's a nice satisfying click. I grabbed one of my Joy-Con controllers off of my Switch real quick so I could show you guys. It just slides right on. I feel like I didn't slide in all the way. Nope, I slid in all the way. Okay. There's a nice satisfying click. It holds like an Xbox or PlayStation controller, which isn't quite as tiny as the regular Switch controller. Sorry, I forgot how sometimes this camera's a little far out. So I really like that. This one I actually have a name for. This is from Red Chapter Clothing, which has a unique kind of take on shirts. They only do Marvel because apparently Marvel reached out, or they reached out to Marvel and said, hey, we want to do your guys. The way they do their shirts, and you'll notice this is just your nice average Doctor Strange comic book reprint shirt, but if you look at it this way, it's Doctor Strange, but if you look at the other way, see if you guys can't, it says Sorcerer Supreme. So, it's pretty cool. My brother has one that says, The Punisher, and then if you read it backwards to forwards, it says Frank Castle, who is the Punisher. So, I really loved that. I've got another one that's, Loki Thor, and my wife got one for Valkyrie from Thor Ragnarok, as well as Hela from the same movie. Let's see. We also blow... We went through way too many Pokemon stuffies. Like, it was our first purchase, and we splurged maybe a little too much. But here are a few of them, because I really used to collect Pokemon stuffies, and then I got an apartment with very limited space. So most of those are in a box somewhere in my mom's garage or something. So, first off, my favorite legendary Pokemon, just because Silver was my favorite game and Lugia being a psychic type with Aeroblast was cool. Lugia, it looks pretty good, it feels really good. And you guys know how cheap I am, but we Googled like half of these and realized they were about the same price if you bought them on Amazon, so I am totally down for supporting people that are also paying for a booth. My wife will kill me if I don't show you guys this one. She was going to get regular Rayquaza, and then I saw this was wrapped around a black, like, crate thing, and it's hinged. And it's shiny Rayquaza. It looks really good. She wore it around her neck the entire con, so that was pretty cool to watch. Also, they had the little Pikachu figures with hats. This is Charizard Pikachu. It's Charizard X, the Dragon Fire Charizard, and it is adorable. It's got a little tail flame and everything, so cute. We also got the big version of Y, and then we saw this one, and this one, look at his face. He looks like he is so ready to try and fight somebody. He's like, I just gonna fight you. I just gonna fight you. He's just so adorable to me. And then my wife didn't want to let me get this one, but this is Gyarados Pikachu. Gyarados Pikachu. Yes, Dragon Rage. So adorable. Last but not least, we took lots of pictures. I will try when... We used my wife's phone because the camera on her phone's better than mine. So I don't have the pictures yet, but they will be on the Lytbringr Facebook page. There is a link in the description. They will also be on my Twitter, and I know depending on how many people you follow on Twitter, you will have posts for years. So I will try and also put the pictures on Twitter. She got a picture with a couple of Destiny Hunters, which was really cool. I'm saving the best for last, so I'm trying to think of all the other pictures. We both posed with a pretty good-looking Saitama from One Punch Man, so that was really cool. It was, let's see, him, them. Screw it. I'm really excited to tell you guys about the last one. One of the YouTubers I watch a lot of is Angry Joe, and despite his name and his channel name, he gives most of the games and movies he reviews a pretty fair shake. Like, there are some things he really hates, like, loot boxes and microtransactions, and I agree on most of those. I don't yell and rant as much, but I really love watching his stuff because most of the games he gives a fair shake to. If it's an overall just bad game, he gives it a low score. If it's a pretty good game, he gives it a good score. But he was at the con. He passed by me and the wife while we were looking at something, and I was like, oh my gosh, is that Angry Joe? And she turns and she's like, I don't know, it could be a guy in a costume. And then I realized he was traveling with other Joe. And we're like, either he brought another guy as like a prop for his costume, and that is the best costume ever, or that's Angry Joe. So we followed him for like 2 minutes because he wanted to pose with some Star Wars guy. No, it was a pair of ninjas from G.I. Joe. So he and Joe, both Joes, posed with the Joes. Yeah. And then we were like, hey, can I take a picture with you? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 'Cause literally, I think he's got almost 1 million times my viewership. So it was a real honor to actually meet a super big YouTuber at a con when I was just hanging out and going, oh my god! I was shaking a bit because that was so cool for me. So that picture will definitely be there. As well as hopefully the one with Saitama, but because my wife's in that photo and she is not a fan of me sharing her face on any of this, it might just be the 1 or 2 pictures with me in them, and that would be Angry Joe and Other Joe. If he's got like an actual title on the show, I am so sorry, but every video I've ever seen him in, it's Angry Joe, and he calls the Other Joe, or just Joe. So if there's an actual name there and they see this video, I am so sorry. Please don't hate me. Also, if you're also watching this video, that would be so cool. I was tempted to buy a couple of mystery boxes at the con, but 9 times out of 10, the con mystery boxes are kind of just a hodgepodge of stuff that nobody really wanted to buy, and it feels kind of like it's bargain bin stuff. I know I got a lot of you guys to watch the unboxings for the ThinkGeek capsules, and I loved those because I really felt like I was getting my money's worth. These ones, I feel like I would have, but even though it's like $50 worth of stuff in a $20 box or something like that, I wouldn't have used a lot of this stuff. I would have ended up giving it away or selling it on eBay or something, or making my own little Think Box capsule and being like, hey look guys! And if I'm gonna pay $20, $30, $50 for a mystery box, I want to know that the mystery box is going to be stuff that at least half of it I'm gonna use. Like the ThinkGeek capsules, I got a cool shirt that I'm wearing. I got either a hat or a bank or a book or colored pencils for my artist of a wife. So I might try and get another like capsule thing if ThinkGeek does that again and somebody lets me know, or if I check the website and I'm thinking about it this week, I will keep you guys posted on things I'm gonna do. This week will probably be more Breath of the Wild and I have to fight you. I have to fight you. He's so adorable. I love him so much. And with that, guys, for you Pokemon fans, you'll understand what this means. Lights out.